Jeremiah, why do you think the team had issues kind of tackling against Appalachian State? What was the issues? What's been done?
I mean, we've been working on it in practice, working hard. We just got to wrap up. We need to use sideline as a 12th man, looking back on the film. We're trying to tackle him. We're in an easy spot where people just made a hard hit and shoved him out of bounds. And we're using the 12th man as a sideline how we're supposed to.
What do we do to practice? So, like, how do you practice tackling? When you're trying to have too much contact, what are the things that you do?
I mean, obviously going to the ground, we don't want to go on the ground against teammates every day in practice. So we work a lot on the There's donut loops we use, and we'll use those. We'll get a coach to throw them, and we'll work all our phases of tackling from horse string tackle to a gator roll tackle to a frontal tackle. And I mean, we work on it every day, so I don't understand why we'd be missing so many tackles.
What do you expect it to be like Saturday facing one team?
I mean, I'm excited about it. I mean, I've been talking to guys on the team, and most of the guys are excited about it. You know, every day you get to face the #1 team in the country, and I think it's a great opportunity to find out where we are at as a team, and can't wait to get after it on Saturday.
Obviously, Clemson's a great team, but what are some of the main things you guys as a defense are focusing on, going into that to try to stop them?
Getting off the field on third down. These past 2 weeks, it's never been a problem for us to get a team into third down. It's just getting off the field on third down, whether it's 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 15. We need to get off the field and get the ball back to the offense. And that's a big thing we're harping on this week is getting off the field on third down.
Max said the other day that it shouldn't be an issue for you guys getting up for this game because of who's coming in. Is there another side to that where it's such a huge task that finding the right confidence level can be a little bit of a chore?
Personally, I feel like everybody on the defense has enough chip on their shoulder, enough confidence. It's just believing in one another and making sure everybody's doing their job. And that's the thing with us, like when we start to have those miscues and big plays, other people are trying to do a little bit too much, and they start doing somebody else's job, and that leaves them out in the water, and they get beat instead of just handling their own job.
So your approach is more, it's just you guys worrying about you guys and not so much focusing on the task at hand, how good they are.
Oh, yeah, obviously we got to focus on them. I mean, they're a great high-powered offense, probably the #1 offense in the nation. I mean, we're going to have to focus on them, but don't focus so much on them that we lose track of what we have to do.
That's kind of what I was hitting on. Not so much you disregard them,
right.
but you have to first take care of yourself before you can take care of them.
Right.
When you're looking at them on offense, is it like a wow thing when you see them, or you're getting caught up in that?
I mean, there's kind of a wow factor. I mean, I think they have some of the best receiving core in the nation. They have really long receivers and go up and high point the ball. They have about really 2, 3, 4 of them that can go deep and go get the ball. And I mean that's something we're paying attention to this week. But overall, there's nothing wow. I mean, they still run inside zone. They still run counter. They still run power like any other team in college football. We still have to fill those plays.
What about the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence? So your defensive coordinator said yesterday that he's never seen a quarterback like him, 6'6" and powerful, like he could play safety if he wanted to. Have you seen anything like him on film before as far as your career?
Playing college football or going against QBs, no, I can't say I have seen anything like him or faced anything like him. And then to go along with him, he has receivers that he can throw the ball up to, and sometimes just going to throw it up just because they have that athletic ability at receiver.
What is it you're saying about his intangibles on Trevor Lawrence specifically? What intangibles?
Well, watch a film on him. He's really good outside the pocket, making plays that look like they have no chance of being anything. He makes a play out of them, and then he's really. The stats don't say that he's been really good this season, but watching him on film, he still throws a good ball, and he puts it on point for his receivers to make a play.
What else stands out that he does, that jumps out on film in terms of his ability?
Watching him on film, he's still a young quarterback, and watching him on film, there's some plays watching him on film, there's times he takes control of the offense, and he'll take a check and change the play they had, and he'll run it himself because he's seen something on the defense that he likes. So that's something that I haven't seen on film out of the QBs this year, them going up to the offensive line and making a check and calling their call.
Mac was talking a lot on Monday about forcing fumbles and that you guys haven't done that. Where on the list of the things that go through your mind during a play does that kind of pop up, or is it low part on the list?
Oh, all the time. I mean, for backers, it's not always the perfect time to go after the ball. Like when you're meeting the running back one-on-one in the hole, you're not really thinking about swiping at the ball. You're just thinking about making that tackle. But if there's a play leaking out on the sideline, or a defender's looking at another player, and trying to stiff arm or something, absolutely, I'm trying to look and see if I can get the ball out.
Is that pretty much the ideal scenario when they're wrapped up or something like that?
Yeah, if they're wrapped up, or if they're running down the left sideline and I'm coming from the right and they have a safety they're trying to make a move on right in front of them and they're holding the ball out, I'm gonna try to punch out. And that's what our coaches have been harping on since, fall camp, spring.
One more tackling question. Obviously, there's a mental aspect, there's a schematic aspect. Bateman talked about kind of leverage. Can you explain things y'all are working on in terms of that position and using advantages?
Yeah, he talks a lot about leverage. One thing is, like, you don't want to overrun the ball. You want to be inside out. I mean, that's, for me and safeties, really anybody, that's the hardest tackle in football, is being out leveraged and then trying to come back in to make the tackle. That's a big thing he harped on, and I felt like that's what we didn't use on Saturday, was staying inside and using the coaching tangibles we've been taught to stay inside out, and we would overrun, and that's why they were getting those leaky yardage.
As players, do you all get caught up in, this is the #1 team in America, won national championships, they beat Alabama and all that. Do you all get caught up in all that stuff what could be out here on Saturday?
No, we don't really get caught up in, like, outside factors. We're excited. No, it's the #1 team in the country, and maybe there's a little bit different feel around the locker room, but I feel like it's good. It's excitement. The guys are getting ready to go to play.
How much do you view this as just the opportunity that's in front of you? Something amazing could happen Saturday, because amazing stuff does sometimes happen in college football.
#1 team in the country. Even if you do go through 4 or 5 years in college football, how many times do you really get to play #1 team in the country? Most teams don't get to play #1 team in the country. So, we're going at it full force this week, and we're trying to shock the nation.
Is there a feeling of nothing to lose, play loose? They're really, really good.
A little bit, yeah. But still, we have to still play our game. We can't just go out of our boundaries and do some crazy stuff we've never done before, because that might ultimately be the thing that gets us beat.
What have you noticed from Travis seeing on film?
He's a hard back to bring down. Probably watching all the backs this year on film. He's probably got the most run after tackle or run after contact yards that we've seen on film, and he has pretty good speed, and he's really good at catching the ball in the backfield. Really talented running back, probably the best we'll face all year.
You guys good? At all discuss the fact that you're a 28.5-point underdog?
No, we never even look at those things. Even if we are 30-point underdogs, or if we're 15, 20-point pick to win, we really don't look at things like that. We go out there and try to play our game, try to win.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yep, no doubt.